Do you know what sends most guys' chances straight down the drain? They think they need some magical formula to look like a movie star, have a bank account worthy of a blockbuster, or that perfect pickup line to make everything click. But here's a reality check, my friend. None of that matters if you don't know how to build a connection. It's not about what you have. It's about who you are. When you focus on looks or pre-rehearsed lines, guess what happens? You just become another face in the crowd. Do you know what women see? Someone trying way too hard. And that screams insecurity. It's like you're more concerned with proving something than actually having fun. Funny thing is, the harder you try to be the perfect guy, the more obvious it becomes that you're forcing it. Now, here's the secret. Attracting women isn't about impressing them with tricks. It's about genuinely being interesting. It's like a game of energy. The more relaxed you are, the more naturally things flow. Someone truly confident isn't worried about looking a certain way. They just are. And that, my friend, is irresistible. If everything you've tried so far has only left you frustrated, maybe it's time to shift your focus. Instead of trying to impress, think about what energy you're putting out there. Believe me, trying too hard to impress is the fastest way to land in the annoying guy zone. Why? Because when you shower her with gifts or tell action movie-worthy stories, what she actually picks up on is insecurity. It's like you're saying, look, please like me, and you know what that does. It raises a big red flag about your authenticity. Women have a sixth sense for reading intentions. If you're trying too hard, they'll sense it instantly. On the other hand, the guy who's relaxed, confident, and doesn't feel the need to prove anything leaves an impression that no luxury car ever could. Why? Because he lets attraction happen naturally, without pressure or manipulation. It's one of life's little ironies. The more you try to seem amazing, the less amazing you come across. But if you're just enjoying the moment and being genuinely present, that carries a weight most people don't understand. Like that subtle smile while you listen to her talk, without trying to steal the spotlight. That's confidence, and women notice, always. If you think you need a list of tricks to grab her attention, you're playing the wrong game. The game here is authenticity. I'll show you how this confidence grows from within and becomes your greatest asset. So subscribe and leave a like. Real attraction doesn't start with what you do or say, but with who you are inside. Forget this idea that you need to do something incredible or be perfect to win over a woman. It only makes you more insecure. Women aren't looking for a flawless robot. They want a guy who's at peace with himself. And it's this calm confidence, paired with authenticity, that creates a charm impossible to ignore. When you focus on your inner balance, everything external improves automatically. It's not about putting on a big show, but about being consistent and true to your principles. Even subtle consistency has a huge impact. It's like saying with your energy, I know who I am, and I'm good with that. And guess what happens? That energy communicates a security that's pure magnetism. Guys who find this balance don't need validation. They already have it. That doesn't mean you walk around arrogant or indifferent. On the contrary, it's about being present, genuine, and free of ulterior motives. This kind of presence is so rare that it stands out even before you say a word. So, instead of spending your energy trying to impress, start investing in yourself. Every step you take to improve your emotions, values, and mindset boosts your natural attraction power. And if you think this is just fluff, wait until I show you how mastering your emotions can turn you into the next level of irresistible. Reacting like a storm in any situation is the biggest self-sabotage. Whether it's in traffic or during an unexpected twist in a conversation, losing your cool shows you lack self-control, and that's a major red flag. Women are drawn to men who can keep their composure, even when chaos is unfolding. Why? Because self-control is rare, and even better, it's attractive. Picture a tense situation, like a provocative comment or a sudden change of plans. While half the guys stumble over themselves trying to defend or win the argument, the man who responds with calm and confidence steals the show. He understands that respect isn't demanded, it's earned. That level of maturity is impossible to overlook. Here's an example. Imagine she's late or changes the date plans. The impatient guy will complain, sigh, and create drama. The confident guy will laugh it off and turn the moment into something lighthearted. And the result? She'll notice that while the world spins out of control, you're the steady rock in the storm. That creates a sense of security that goes way beyond physical attraction. Cultivating this skill takes time, but it's worth every effort. Every stressful situation you handle with patience strengthens this quality until it becomes a natural part of who you are. And when that happens, my friend, you don't need to say much. Your actions speak for themselves. Now let's explore how small gestures in your daily life can effortlessly showcase this confidence. True confidence doesn't need fireworks. It shows in the little things you do without even realizing it. Want an example? When you walk into a room with an upright posture, firm steps, but without rushing, you're already saying a lot about yourself. That exudes presence and control without needing a single word. It's simple but effective. Another killer detail is eye contact. Maintaining it without being invasive or awkward shows you're comfortable in your own skin. And that subtle smile at the right moment, it's the kind of thing that breaks down barriers. These small gestures act like subliminal messages saying, I'm here, and I'm comfortable with that. And the best part, they work infinitely better than any rehearsed line. Your overall body language also plays a big role. If you're all hunched over, crossing your arms, or flailing your hands like you're directing traffic, it screams nervousness. But when you sit calmly, adjust your tone of voice, or move naturally, you project balance. And balance, my friend, is synonymous with control. These actions together create the image of a guy who doesn't need to shout to be noticed. And here's the good news. There's no trick, just attention to detail and practice. But confidence doesn't stop there. Next, let's talk about how to use words to build emotional connections that go far beyond the surface. The right words at the right time are like magic. But don't think about canned lines or overused compliments. What truly connects is saying something that shows you're paying attention. Instead of throwing out a "you're beautiful" like everyone else, notice her excitement about a hobby or a project she loves. That says, I see who you are, not just how you look. The trick here is simple. Genuinely listen. When she senses that you care about what's being said and not just about what you'll say next, it creates space for emotional connection. A compliment like, I admire how you come up with creative solutions for everything, hits differently than I love your shirt. These subtleties make her feel special. But remember, a conversation isn't a job interview. Don't bombard her with questions like an FBI interrogation. Share something about yourself. 2, a funny story or an idea that ties into what she said. This removes the pressure and keeps the conversation flowing. When the exchange feels mutual, she remembers you not just for what you said, but for how light the moment felt. Don't underestimate the power of your tone of voice. Speaking calmly and confidently is far more effective than shouting or trying to impress with speed. Pair this with your relaxed body language, and you're one step away from being unforgettable. Now let's pivot to stop chasing and start attracting naturally. But first, here's the most important message of your life. How many times have you tried, put in effort, and still ended up alone, while others seem to effortlessly win over any woman? That frustration, that sense of helplessness. Watching the woman of your dreams in someone else's arms. I know how much that hurts. But here's the good news. You don't have to live like this anymore. The obsession method, created by one of the world's top relationship experts, was designed for those who are done with disappointment and ready to turn things around. Using techniques based on psychological studies and proven strategies, you'll learn how to make any woman feel an uncontrollable desire for you, even if all you've faced so far is rejection. It's time to stop living with that pain, facing loneliness, and the feeling of not being good enough. The obsession method is the key. You need to turn the page and finally become the man who attracts naturally, sparking interest and passion in any woman. Stop being the guy who's always on the sidelines. Check out the first comment below and start transforming your love life today. That obsession with making it work with a woman, yeah, it's sabotaging you. When you act like winning someone over is a mission impossible, you're sending a clear message. I need your validation. And guess what? That needy energy builds a wall that blocks any chance of genuine attraction. The secret? Drop the hunter mentality and become the guy who's just living his life. True attraction doesn't come from effort. It comes from presence. If you're comfortable with yourself, you don't need external approval to feel complete. That chill vibe is magnetic. It's like at a party. The guy who's just enjoying himself, carefree, always grabs more attention than the one desperately trying to win everyone over. Women pick up on this instantly, and spoiler, they prefer the guy who's simply having a good time. Another tip, give space for interest to grow. Let things happen naturally without treating every interaction like a performance test. When you're confident, even your silence carries weight. And that mystery makes her want to know more about you. It's about being the prize, not the competitor. The trick here is simple. Stop asking what you can get from her and start thinking about what you can offer. This perspective shift changes the entire game. Now, want to know how to become the guy she can't forget? Let's move to the next point. Want to be unforgettable? You don't need a Ferrari or genius pickup lines. Just make her feel something unique. The man who sticks in her memory is the one who creates meaningful moments without seeming like he's trying too hard. It's about being authentic, and she notices it not just in how you treat her, but also in how you treat everyone around you. One key element here is having purpose. Men with clear goals radiate a different energy, a calm confidence that's inspiring. This doesn't mean you need to become a CEO overnight, but that you're pursuing something that matters to you. This sense of direction adds depth to your personality and sets you apart from the superficiality so many others offer. Another winning point, be present. When you're with her, tune out the world and give her your full attention. No checking your phone or giving half-hearted responses. Listen, engage, and show you value the moment. Do you know what happens? She'll remember how you made her feel special, even in the simplest situations. And the final touch, consistency. Your actions need to align with your words. Men who say what they mean and follow through, no BS, are rare, and that's why they're unforgettable. You don't have to be perfect, but be genuine. And here's the best part. When you become that guy, you no longer need to chase women. The attention comes to you effortlessly. Subscribe to our channel, or next time you go out with a woman, your little buddy won't rise to the occasion, and you'll be embarrassed. So subscribe now to avoid that disaster. And don't forget to check out the next video playing on the screen.